Hey everybody, how's it going? Dieter Kurtenbach here at Oracle Arena. Warriors beat the Houston Rockets in Game 5, 104-99. This game had everything. We'll get into it in a second, but besides the win, the Warriors had a loss tonight. Kevin Durant, right calf injury. It's not the Achilles, it's the right calf. He goes down, non-contact injury at the end of the third quarter. He's a question mark for Game 6 or 7 in this series, and obviously a huge loss. Anyone who has watched the Warriors this postseason knows what Kevin Durant has done for this team. Obviously a lot of nervous energy in the arena. The Warriors had a horrific third quarter, 29-15, and that's with Durant on the floor. Everyone thought they were blowing what was a 20-point lead at one time. The series was going to be over. It was going to be the last game at Oracle Arena. Durant is out. Yes, all of that nervous energy channeled into something special in the fourth quarter. That's the second thing tonight. What an inspired effort from the Warriors, and the two guys that you have to give the credit to, Draymond Green, who brought it on the defensive end, playing with a spirit that you just can't match, you can't recreate under any circumstances, and Stephen Curry, who did not have a good game overall, but had 12 points in the fourth quarter and just hustled his way into some sort of a positive performance on the evening. The Warriors going back to what made them great in 2015 and 2016, they obviously adapted for the better when Kevin Durant showed up at the summer of 2016, but they're going to have to tap into it again now for Game 6 and or Game 7. They have an opportunity to win this series in Houston on Friday night. They will have an opportunity on Sunday if they do not get the job done on Friday night. But the Warriors need to play a lot better than they did here on Wednesday night if they expect to win, and they're going to have to get a whole team contribution. This team was already really, really lacking depth before Kevin Durant went out. And there have been multiple games in this postseason and in this series altogether where Kevin Durant just carried the Warriors over the finish line against the better wishes of his teammates. Now he's not going to be there. We don't know if he's going to be out for Game 6 or Game 7, but given the nature of the injury and the fact that he didn't play in the fourth quarter and the limp that he had in the locker room after the game, very hard to imagine a circumstance where in 48 hours he'll be on the court and resplendent as Kevin Durant usually is. And who knows if he plays for the Warriors again this postseason, but it's not an Achilles injury. It's not a catastrophic injury. In theory, he could be back, but I doubt that he's going to play in this series, which means that the Warriors are going to have to summon the ghosts that they brought out of the Oracle Arena rafters again in Game 6 on the road, or they're going to have to find a way to do it Sunday afternoon here in Oakland. Third thing, let's talk about Kevon Looney. And let's talk about Andre Iguodala, because both of those guys were absolutely fantastic in Game 5, and they deserve credit for their performance beyond what Draymond and Steph did and Klay Thompson's game-winning shot, which chaotic at best is the way to describe it. Kevon Looney gave the Warriors major minutes, major impact in this game. That's not something he had done in this series. In fact, it looked like he was giving them lost minutes for so many of his rotations this series. Big offensive rebounds, just offensive rebounds in the big moments, and then his defense, fantastic in this game. Home court whistle is a factor in this series, don't get me wrong, and the Warriors matched the Rockets' physicality, getting the benefit of the whistle on top of that. A lot of positives to be gleaned going into a Game 6, even if we ignore the Kevin Durant news. And then Andre Iguodala, I was questioning pretty severely if Andre Iguodala would be at 100 or anywhere close to 100% in this game, if he would even play in this game, because he had a left knee injury late in Game 4. He was limping out of Toyota Center in Houston. It was pretty rough to look at, and that's an injury that you look at it, and I'm not a doctor, but you think to yourself, that's going to keep him out for a couple of days at least. He's out there, he's running around like there was nothing happening at all. At 34, at 35, he is just bionic at this juncture, and his performance huge in this game. He's going to have to bring it again in Game 6 because, again, the Warriors without a Kevin Durant are just going to need maximum performances from everybody. That means better performances from Klay Thompson, who was not awesome after a great opening stretch. That means a better performance from Stephen Curry, who showed us maybe that he just needed to loosen up a little bit in that fourth quarter. He needed the pressure on him to rise to the occasion. He had been really poor in the last couple of games of the series, really good in the fourth quarter of this game. Hopefully he can carry that momentum forward. Draymond Green can't foul out of games. It's going to be all hands on deck and eminently fascinating how the Warriors play Game 6. We're going to be down in Houston to bring it all to you. I don't know why you would miss it. I don't know what your plans are on Friday night, but you need to cancel them because this game is must-see television. Two excellent basketball teams playing in a absolute bloodbath of a game. Warriors fighting to move forward into the Western Conference Finals. The Rockets playing for the life of their whatever they got going on, but certainly their life, trying to defend home court, and who knows what happens with this Rockets team if they don't get the job done this year. They lose an opportunity tonight. So many storylines. I got to go write them down. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you from Houston.